Okay, here's a quick Airstream progress update. It's Saturday. It's kind of rainy. This is our view here. There's the Airstream. Obviously, it's installed on the pad. It looks like it's kind of shooting out of the side of the hill. Just with you can see the angle on the ground there. We'll eventually put a deck on this side, which will sort of even that up, and there'll be a planting on the other side that'll sort of soften the difference between the ground and the bottom of it. My folks have been here for the last week, and my dad and I spent some time cleaning it out, basically demolishing it, and this is what it looks like inside now. Very, very different. I mean, it still needs a clean, but everything is out. All of the electricals are sort of pulled out and capped off. Plumbing, which sort of comes in at the back and then moves down to this area here under where the sink was, is all similarly capped off. It left us in here, that black thing that you can see there, that's black plastic where we had a water heater. And so there's a big space there that's effectively just open. We'll have to have a piece of aluminium cut to size there, and we'll rivet that in place. There's a couple of other places internally that we'll have to cap off, like that sort of thing, and depends what we do with these speaker holes here, but they may be capped off. We still haven't figured out exactly what to do with the air conditioner hole there. We probably won't be using it. It's pretty old and it's 110, and so we'll probably be putting a new one in, but probably it'll be split system, reverse cycle, and inverter style, which probably won't go into the roof. We need something more efficient than the RV air conditioners. We've got a lot of cleaning to do. That's it. That's the spot behind the fridge before sugar soaping. That's after sugar soaping. You can see the difference there. So we've got to extend all the way through and get it all cleaned up. Here's where the electricals come in. Electrician comes in a couple of weeks, I guess, once we get things a little more figured out. Down here is where the toilet sort of sat up there, and there was a sewage tank underneath there. There's been quite a bit of water ingress back there and around here where some of the electricals and water comes in. So we've got to sort out some leaks in the back. I thought that we didn't have any, but it seems we do have a couple of leaks, which is disappointing, but apparently not surprising. So we should be able to sort those out with Sikaflex. But we now have a huge space, and this area back here is where Gita's sort of office, I suppose, will go. It'll be a dinette with two booth seats facing each other and a table. It'll drop down into a bed. Here there's coffee and tea makings under the window with the view out, which is pretty nice. Over this side, from about here all the way along to here, is a seat, a couch that sort of pulls out into a bed, and we'll have some armrests on it. When you're sitting in that seat, you'll have the view out the door. There's a design wall that sits across in this now currently dirty area, and then at the back here is where my desk goes. It'll sort of run a little bit out past that line that you can see there. It's about 800mm deep, and that sits right next to the door, obviously. Fairly light and airy. And that's where we're at now. Next step is cleaning, then painting, then floor, and then cabinetry goes in for the dinette and other storage, and overhead cabinets go in here, and we'll be reusing these existing ones. And then I guess electrical happens somewhere in the middle of that. But that's the update. Airstream.